Hi, I'm Emma Mitchell and I'm an energy healing guide, Reiki Master, psychic medium. Today I'm going to talk to you about the solar plexus. So if you are unfamiliar with the chakras, this is probably the one you've heard about the most. The solar plexus is our power center. This is our confidence center. And it also is the most easily disrupted. So our solar plexus is located right here, just right underneath the rib cage, and then directly behind on the other side. This solar plexus is the color yellow, which is why I'm wearing yellow today. And it is where you are seen. This is kind of, I've talked about your throat chakra in this being your personality area. This is the part of you that really shines in your personality. So you may feel confident to speak up in this area, in your throat chakra, but your solar plexus is where you push out your energy. It's where people really feel you. They feel your light or your not so happiness coming from this area. So if you know somebody who seems very strong, very shiny, very light energy, maybe you would describe them as like a sunflower or something like that, that is your solar plexus. So most of my life, I have had GI issues. So stomach issues since I was a kid. And as I started working on my solar plexus, I have found that those have diminished significantly. I'm not gonna lie to you, I still have issues, and I've been working now on some root chakra stuff to help stabilize that, but a lot of it was coming from my confidence. So if you have, for example, a job where you have to present, if you feel like your skill sets are not as high as they could be, if you have a job where you're in front of people often, you probably have varying degrees of confidence about yourself. So if you're constantly presenting, you probably feel more confident. You probably don't get the butterflies in the stomach or feel really sick to your stomach if you're going to present. Or maybe you do, I don't know. For me, I don't present that often, so I get those butterflies. I also have known people who go into interviews and get the day of, they get, GI stuff. This is all your solar plexus. So let's think about for a moment here. I don't want to bring anything bad up, but last time you felt like maybe you had a flare up here, or maybe you were not feeling very good in your stomach. Did something happen earlier that day or the day before to cause that? For example, did somebody say something mean to you? Did you feel maybe rejected? Did you have something coming up that made you nervous? Did you do something to embarrass yourself? That all lives in this area. So if you have low confidence most of your life, if you walk around kind of hunched over, or you don't stand up straight, if you're worried to wear the certain things that you want to wear, or maybe you're like me and you get out something and you're like, wow, I really want to wear this, and then you get scared to wear it. It's funny because I'm talking about this, and the throat chakra and the solar plexus all kind of go together, because like I said, throat chakra is personality and speaking up. Confidence goes right along with that, right? Like you feel confident to speak up, you feel confident to show off, to show an outfit, but it might come from here, like you're really bold here, but you may last minute be like, actually, I know that's my personality, but I'm not gonna do it. Or you just like dress down all the time because you don't want people to see you or to know you. Or you do, but you're scared. Do you see, if you've watched several of these chakra videos, it all kind of relates to each other, and we can hold different energies and emotions in different parts of our body. But really here, this is our power. Like, this is how we feel about ourselves. If you picture us like a superhero, this is that area. This is the part of us that says, I'm gonna go out and do that thing. I believe in myself. I know that I'll be able to achieve X, Y, Z. This is that part. So I'm sure you know people that you could say, that person's really brave, or that person's really confident. That person has a really big smile, and they're always smiling, and they're always laughing. That stuff all lives in this area. So if you feel empowered within, you probably have a really strong solar plexus. But if you feel beat down a lot of the time and think, what's the point? Or really kind of stay small, that is this area here. This is kind of a weird example, but I do feel it rings true. So I have pictures of me from before 2017 and after. 2017 was like a really big time in my life. I split from a long time relationship, and I started making changes to move out to Colorado. So I have these pictures of me before and pictures of me after, as I was starting to do a little bit of work on myself. The before pictures, I was always like kind of hunched over. I was choosing guys who were not very attractive. I was not dressing the way that I used to love to dress. And it was because I had put myself in several situations that my confidence was lower. When I got out of that relationship, I was pretty much down to the floor. Like, that's how bad my confidence was. So as I was working to build it up, as I was healing my solar plexus, I was stepping into who I was meant to be, into my purpose, all of those things, I can see that in the pictures that I was standing up straighter. The men I was dating were a lot better looking. And the friends I was choosing from my life got stronger and stronger in the connection, in the way that I was treated and felt. So all of these things kind of go together. And I'll tell you, if your solar plexus is off balance, you are not going to feel like you have the confidence to be in your purpose or your dream life. You're going to probably talk yourself out of going to an event, like a networking event, going to meet new people, maybe making new friends or communicating well with people. You're going to talk yourself out of getting new skill sets, or maybe you get the skill sets, but you're going to talk yourself out of taking that next step to really move into that dream career, because you're going to have that imposter syndrome, or you're going to say, what's the point? Like, I'm not worth it, or I don't know how to do this. So if you can't build up your solar plexus, you can see how that really trickles into the rest of your life, and it doesn't help you to feel that way anyway. I mean, you're going to feel bad about yourself in general if your solar plexus is off, and you probably have a lot of stomach issues. So if you want to rebalance your solar plexus, if you want to start really stepping into that confidence and empowered superhero feeling, send me a message and we can talk about Reiki and other energy healing tools that I can teach you to build yourself up and really find that power within you.